Metapod.
Oregon.
All right, everyone. Are you ready for another Nintendo Prime live reaction to Pokemon Presents? Without further ado, put your favorite emojis in the chat and welcome in your host, Nintendo Prime.
How we doing, everyone? Welcome to the live show. I know it's sort of a hard cutoff. I don't know why I haven't fixed the hard cutoff on my Luigi Mansion song yet. Let's get a lo-fi mix drop for you guys. We have a Pokemon Presents today, and it's going to be pretty interesting, and I'm already excited by one thing in particular, something we've previously known about. We just didn't know when it was coming. Looks likely that it's going to be announced when we're getting it today, if not shadow drop today. So the Pokemon Presents happens at the top of the hour for those who don't know. So we're roughly 41 minutes away. But I want to show you guys something here. Plus I want to fix my chat. I haven't fixed my chat in this yet. I don't know if the chat's even working, but if it ever does start to work, I don't know, it's not working right now. But one thing I wanted to do is show you guys this right here. So, as you see here, Switch Online ad hints at Pokemon trading card game, Game Boy Color release soon, and Psychic Mewtwo Terra Raid Battle. So this popped up in Japan yesterday, and this is not known. The Mewtwo thing was not known about it being a Terra Raid Battle. This definitely suggests the Mewtwo is being added via the DLC for Scarlet and Violet. So some people were already guessing the Mewtwo with the M that popped up and the purple aesthetic. It looks like it's because Mewtwo is going to be part of that DLC coming up for Scarlet and Violet. Now, they could release them outside of the DLC, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to be a big part of the DLC. There'll be some sort of, maybe there'll be some sort of Kanto-related DLC. I have no idea. We'll obviously have to stay tuned. Us seeing news on Scarlet and Violet DLC is not surprising. But the Game Boy Color stuff's what excites me. This is the trading card game right here, the Japanese version. And that's what excites me because I'm a huge fan of the Game Boy Color trading card game. Huge fan of the old school trading card game in general with Pokemon. And back when it was with Wizards of the Coast. And I'm just really, really happy that it looks like they're probably going to at least tell us when it's coming today. If not, shadow drop it on NSO today. So yeah, those are sort of the two things that seem to have leaked for this Presents. But I mean, that alone doesn't fill up 35 minutes. 35 minutes. This Pokemon Presents is one of the longest Pokemon Presents ever. So yeah, I'm excited. To say I'm excited would be maybe playing it too lightly. There's been a lot of stuff happening, and I'm just thrilled to be here with you guys. So thank you guys so much for deciding to watch this stream with me today. Obviously, I know there'll be a lot of Nintendo YouTubers and a lot of places live streaming the Pokemon Presents. So I'm glad you're choosing to watch it right here at Nintendo Prime. But yeah, this will be our layout for it right here. Like this little layout here, this will be how we watch the Pokemon Presents. All right. You know, I don't know why the chat's not working in here, though. I had it working. For some reason, it doesn't want to work. Let me log in on my back end and see if I can just kick it into action. On Streamlabs, because I'm using Streamlabs for the chat. And for some reason, it's not popping up the chat. I'm going to go check on that. All right. Anyways, let me see how the chat is doing. We have a lot of people here. Let's shout everyone out that we can. We have Fantasy On Earth here, we have Luigi Rocks 132 XD. We have, let's see, we have Some Rook is here. Brandon White, one of our members. Name is here. Danny Blanco, True Devil Fox. Mikado Ikari, one of our members. He says, do you think they'll announce Switch 2 in this Presents? No. No, they're not going to announce a new system in a Pokemon Presents. They won't even do it in the Direct, so. Raskolnikov is here. We have JJY. By the way, if you didn't hear me earlier, the Pokemon Presents happens right now in about 37 minutes. Top of the hour. I was going to have a countdown timer. And if you guys really want me to add a countdown timer to the Presents, I totally can. I have the ability to do it. Just let me know if that's something you want me to toss in, and I could toss it in for you guys. I just didn't click the button and set it up quick. Nintendo All-Stars is here. Welcome, another member. A name I can't pronounce. Welcome. New Batman is here. Sardin Head is here. No, I don't think there'll be new content for Arceus. I don't think they're doing DLC for Arceus. Michael J is here. One of our members. Keyboard is here. Chicken Nugget is here. Let's see here. Scrolling down. Austin Sams is here. Mr. Trumblo is here. One of our members. Let's see. Bicarius is here, one of our members. Moogle Evo, one of our members, is here. We have Labby Reneth is here. Austin Sams, Daniel Malinin. I predict the main thing will be United, Detective Pikachu, Sleep, Hidden Treasure DLC, and TCG. We'll see. Jake is here. Let's see. F.A. Costello is here. Colano is here. Goofball Gamer is here. Scrolling down. We have D3 Monix is here, one of our members. Welcome. Vosa, I don't know. Welcome. The original Pokemon Presents stream will be on the official Pokemon YouTube channel and Twitter and Twitch. Should be pretty obvious. You want to see something official from Pokemon, you go to the official Pokemon channel. You want to see a Nintendo Direct, you go to the Nintendo channels. But we're doing our own live reaction right here. You don't have to go anywhere, but I get it. You don't want to look at my ugly mug. It is what it is. Alex Solly is here. We have Ashland M, one of our members, is here. Ben Evelynce is here. Tyler's Gaming Hub is here. Scrolling down, Denarly Bro is here. We have Allegiance Bricks is here. Remisaville, something like that. Luigi Rocks 132 XD is here. Pokemon Red, Blue, Green, Silver, Ruby, Sapphire on NSO would be fired. Yeah. Just announce all of them coming to NSO. Just give us all the classics. Why is the premiere date wrong on the official video? I have no idea. Someone will probably update it. I've been over on their YouTube channel, like trying to find exactly where it is, and for some reason it's not popping up, and that could be why. People might be confused because they might have whoever set up the stream on their end might have set up the date entirely wrong. So they're not going to fix that until they show up. They're probably not going to show up until like minutes before it begins. I don't know. Not my problem. This is on the Pokemon Company, but if we have to switch over to their Twitch channel or something, we could switch over. I was planning to watch it live through the YouTube channel, but if we have to switch, we have to switch. Not a big deal. Let's see here. Ethan Gamer 1, ETV331 is here. Aloha Shark is here. Duranth is here. Terrence D. Clark, one of our members, is here. We have, let's see. Ed Rogers is here. Lizzie Fidget Spinner from 222 is here. Leox, we have Yvonne Francois is here as well. And David Main. And Yvonne and David are both members. Cat Crossing's here as well. Sam West, one of our members as well. Awesome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, it fixed it now. Okay, yeah, I still can't find it right now, but it should pop up, I hope, on YouTube, because YouTube usually streams a little bit better for events like this. But just in case, I'm going to open up the Pokemon channel's Twitch as well, because they'll have it over there too. So I just want to make sure that we don't miss anything at the start. So we're just gonna have
our summer.
Yeah. We'll keep that up. All right. Let's see here. I can't wait for the Pokemon Nail Clippings mobile game. Oh, geez, guys, Come on. You know what's crazy is that the data this direct leaked through Pokemon Masters EX and update that was data mined. I've never seen like a Nintendo Direct or a Pokemon Presents or a PlayStation anything or an Xbox. Like any of these events I've never seen leaked through a data mine of a mobile game. What a weird way to have this Presents leaked. Like not everything that's in it, but just the day. Because that's how we originally found out about this before they announced it was, hey, Pokemon Masters EX got an update that mentions Pokemon Presents on August 8th. What? Why would that even be in the update? You know what I mean? Like, clearly we're going to get some Pokemon Masters EX news in this. But like, why would that even be in the game update? They could literally have that game update without that mention in the code. It makes no sense, but whatever. The Pokemon company does whatever they want to do, I guess. And it's not that bad of a leak, since outside of leaking that Pokemon Masters EX is going to have some sort of update announced in the Direct, it didn't really leak anything that people are going to freak out about for the Direct. You know, their announcement, you know, that clearly was featuring something Mewtwo related is more spoilery than probably the Pokemon Masters EX stuff. But, man, did you guys want me to set up a quick countdown timer? I totally can, I think. Should be quick. Let me make sure that it actually is quick. Let me unlock there's the countdown. We'll change the text on it. Just give me a second. I haven't done it in a little bit. Setting. I think I can change the settings. Maybe I can't. It's not a Nintendo Direct we're counting down to. Well, let's just get the timer going. We got about 30 minutes here. Well, why can't I change the text? Oh, there it is. All right. And then there we go. It's not perfect. I think we're off by, oh, maybe we're not off by a minute. I don't know. We'll bring that in focus there. There we go. There we go. See? Adding the countdown timer is pretty easy. I already have all that stuff set up on my end. I just have to type in the countdown. All right. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Does anyone remember the mobile game Pokemon Duel? It got removed from the App Store in 2019, but it was really fun. I remember Pokemon Duel, and it's weird that I've probably tried almost every Pokemon mobile app they've ever released. Ironically, I haven't tried Pokemon Sleep yet. Maybe I'm afraid it's going to tell me about how crappy of a sleep I'm getting, because I'm pretty sure that my sleep isn't very good, but what are you going to do? Let's see here. There is no way we are getting a new Eevee. I mean, look, they do new Eevees a lot. Who knows? We're getting Mewtwo. Terra Raid Battle Mewtwo is happening in Scarlet and Violet, so could be in a free update. Could also be part of the DLC. We'll see what's up. You never heard of Pokemon Duel? Oh, damn. That was actually one of the decent ones. I was kind of sad when they shut it down. You know, like Magikarp Jump. It was funny while it lasted, but they could have shut that one down. I would have rather like Pokemon Duel keep going, but what are you going to do? Make a poison type Eevee. We don't have a poison type, do we? I don't think so. No, we don't. And poison type evolution. Pokemon Sleep will overheat very quickly. What do you mean? I know. I have friends using Pokemon Sleep, and they don't seem to be having a problem. Then again, they're sleeping. They're not really paying attention to their phones heating up or something. In fact, I'm gonna go download Pokemon Sleep right now, because it's literally the only one I haven't tried of all of their mobile apps. So why not? Pokemon Sleep. Get it. We'll give her a try tonight or something. it can go ahead and tell me how crappy my sleep is when I wake up in the morning. All right. Thoughts on a Crystal remake? I mean, sure. I don't know that they're going to be announcing any remakes today. I don't expect a remake, or that kind of thing, like a BDSP or anything like that. I don't expect any sort of remakes announced today. I could totally be wrong. It's a 35-minute Presents, and again, we don't get 35-minute Pokemon Presents that often. We really, really don't. So I'm very curious. They have to have a lot of stuff to show for a lot of different things, or they're showing a lot of a couple of things. Now, I think all of us expect them to show a lot of the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC, right? We just expect there to be a decent amount in there, but there's also a pretty decent chance something new gets announced today, like a new Pokemon game. There's I would say a better than not likelihood that we are going to end up with a new Pokemon game announced today. Is it a remake? Is it a new Arceus Legends game? Probably Arceus, but a Pokemon Legends game. Is it a tease for something in 2024? Could be a lot of things. It could also just be a new mobile app or something. We don't really know when it comes to the Pokemon Company because there's such a wide breadth of things that they're involved in that it could be anything. Maybe they're announcing a new movie today. I don't know. It could be a lot of stuff. New Pokemon peripherals. Yeah, it could be Pokemon peripherals. We could be talking Pokemon Lego sets. We could be talking a lot of things. The Pokemon Company just has a wide net, and we've seen them use Pokemon Presents to pretty much announce everything Pokemon related. Could be new trading card packs coming. Could be there's so much stuff. New animated series updates. Oh, new Pokemon Stadium. Don't make me get excited. I would love a new Pokemon Stadium / Coliseum game. That's too much wishful thinking, though. That's too much wishful thinking. Just like Black and White 3. Probably too much wishful thinking. Let's see here. A new mainline Pokemon game for next generation Switch would be a nice hint at release time for Switch 2. They're not going... I doubt they... If they show a new Pokemon game that's eventually going to launch on the new... here's what I'm going to tell you about the Pokemon Company for those who don't pay attention. There probably will be a new Pokemon game of some kind, whether it's a Let's Go or a Legends or a mainline or a remake. Something next year, right? Around holiday time in November. It's not going to be specifically for Nintendo Switch 2, even though Nintendo Switch 2 will probably be out. And you might go, oh, what do you mean? The Pokemon Company doesn't like to fully jump onto the next generation platform until there's a larger install base. They've been that way every single generation of handheld, and they were that way with Switch. They weren't there in 2017. They were still releasing things on 3DS. So we have to keep this in the back of our mind that the Pokemon Company is not going to have a new game specifically for Switch 2. Will it be backwards compatibly playable on Switch 2? Probably. Maybe, if backwards compatibility is there. Will they release a Switch 2 version? I don't even think they might not even release a Switch 2 version of the game. So I don't expect to see anything today announced that's going to make us feel like, oh yeah, they said 2024, that's going to be a Switch 2 game. No, because the Pokemon Company is not going to be there day one. They're going to wait at least a year before they bring something to Switch 2. That's just the way the Pokemon Company has always been. It's about the bottom line for them. More sales to be had on the old system than the new system, so that's where they're going to stay until the new system has a bigger install base. So, that's the way it's always been. It could change, of course, but it's been that way since Pokemon's inception. So, it's going to be on Nintendo's YouTube. Cool. We can go over to Nintendo's YouTube. Nintendo's YouTube is usually pretty rock solid compared to relying on the Pokemon Company's YouTube. We'll zoom on over to Nintendo's YouTube channel if they've got the presents up. Which I do not see them with it up. Maybe it's on their Twitch or something, but anyways. Anyways, if it's on Nintendo's YouTube channel, that's also a pretty good indication there's going to be a lot of Switch stuff. If I don't see it on that channel, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna see if anybody has a direct link here. You know what? When in doubt, go to all my buddies over on the old Xverse. God, I don't know if I'll ever get used to calling Twitter X. One of my buddies usually has a direct link. Here we go. Here we go. Here's gonna be a direct link. Got it. Ooh. It crashed. Did they take this link down? Oh, damn. I think they... Hold on. Let me try a different browser quick. I've never seen a link crash like that before. All right, there we go. We got it. We found the official stream. We're good. We're good. See, when in doubt, go to my buddies on the Xverse and get the official link. We're good. Yeah, I'll show you guys we have it here in a second. It is right there. You guys see it? Good to go. We got it. We got it. We're good. We are golden. All right. Nobody will ever say they love their ex. Yep. And even Elon's leading into it because I guess Elon and Zuck's fight that they're going to have, supposedly, maybe. Because Zuck doesn't think he's going to honor a date. It's supposed to be live streamed on X, and they're calling it X videos, leaning into the joke about the porn website. So who the hell knows what's going on over on X? I might need to go back to bed. Well, if you're tired, man, go to bed. You can always catch up on the news later. No one has to always see it live. Sometimes all of us like, oh, we got to be there. We got to know it right away. Oh, dude, if you got time to sleep in or do whatever, go to sleep. What's up, Mike? How you doing? See Mike Odyssey in the chat. Shout out, man. Fellow YouTuber. All right. Joy-Cons are undriftable. Yes, jelly donuts. Well, I can tell you right now, Joy-Cons are not undriftable. Unless you installed those Ghoulie Kit Hall sensing joysticks, and then your Joy-Cons are undriftable. Oh, let's see your Haku's here. How's it going? I've never played any of the old Pokemon games, even though I have Yellow on my 3DS. Really? See, those are I haven't played all of the Pokemon games because I got out of Pokemon for a long time. But then, you know, I played Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee. Look, I didn't play it. The ones that came out after that. I demoed them at E3, and I thought they were garbage. Sorry. Just don't like them. But then I love the hell out of Pokemon Legends Arceus. That was amazing. We beat Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl on live stream. Kind of cheated my way, getting some people to trade me some high-level Pokemon. But I did not enjoy those games at all. And then I played Scarlet and Violet. And Scarlet and Violet had a lot of technical problems, which really did affect the experience in some ways, for me anyways. I know it doesn't bother everyone. But I did find some parts of those games that I actually enjoyed. I still think Legends Arceus is probably my favorite Pokemon game to date. Out of everything I've played, and I used to be like a Gen 1er. So Legends Arceus to me is my favorite Pokemon game at the moment. Which is why I'm really excited about those rumors out there about a new Pokemon Legends game coming. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, I don't even like Pokemon. I just like my videos. Hey, that's cool, man. Yeah, I'm not like a mega Pokemon fan. It's not like you guys see me making tons of Pokemon videos all the time. We'll make some, but they never do well. I can't remember like even what is my best performing Pokemon video. I don't even know. Let's see. One of my content here. I'm just gonna type Pokemon in and see what videos even pop up. Streams. Is that my best one? Let me look. Yeah, this is my best performing Pokemon video. Show you guys. 12.3 thousand views on something that was about talking about the issues with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and people trashing on it. That was my best performing Pokemon video. I definitely do not have a huge Pokemon audience. And ironically, the best performing Pokemon video was a negative video about Pokemon. So like, what are you gonna do? On Legends, Celebi would be an awesome addition to the lineup. Nice. Negativity sells a lot better in some cases. On my channel, though, I'd like to feel like my channel is not... It hasn't built itself up on negativity, but more so built itself up on informative news and then, like, being happy and excited about video games. I would say a majority of my videos lean towards the hype and excitement around games, less on the negativity side. I mean, we cover negative stuff when it happens, of course, but we don't shy away when there's a negative story, but that doesn't make up a majority of the content. So I like to see that. And my best performing videos of all time are all pretty positive videos. I mean, you can see this publicly. You don't have to look at my background. Like, I'm going to the public because it's actually easier to sort my videos by popularity. But you can kind of see, my body is ready. That's clearly not a negative one. We have some old commercials, Unreal Engine 5 thing, Kotaku going hands up with the Wii U. This, I guess, could be positive or negative depending on how you look at it at the time. It was, by the way, they didn't completely defeat hackers. It was just a certain method. You see some stuff. You see, Tears of the Kingdom baffles AAA game developers, 179K. That's our most views we've gotten on a video in a long time. Look at how old these videos are, like 6 years, 13 years, 12 years, and then 4 years. And then all of a sudden, this was 2 months ago. Hey, this was 3 months ago. Xbox gamers are angry. Now, this one is one that you could argue builds a positivity off of a negativity. Like, we're having some fun with people being mad about Tears of the Kingdom success. I mean, look at all these Tears of the Kingdom videos. This one as well, AAA devs. That's a negativity one, I suppose. But this was a positive one that ended up not happening, unfortunately. Beating Steptalis 7 years ago at E3. Zelda 35th Plans that didn't end up panning out. But you're seeing mostly positive videos in here. Yeah, it's a lot of positive videos in my popular stuff. And obviously we're seeing that Tears of the Kingdom craze really put a bunch of stuff up there. But yeah, like, my channel's built on mostly positive stuff. Even if it ends up not happening, it's fun to dream about things happening. I read a study on it forever ago. People are something like 10x more likely to be drawn in by negative news. That's why news has always been so depressing. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to pretend that negative news doesn't perform well. Like, I'll give you an example. Let's say Nintendo later today decides that out of nowhere, that if you have ever shared your Nintendo account with a friend, they are now going to ban you and brick your system. Like, they're gonna brick your main console, whatever sets your main console, and they're just gonna ban your account altogether and can't access your digital games anymore. Let's say Nintendo just decides to do that. Why? I don't know what the reasoning would be. It'd be stupid. Whatever the stupid reasoning is, because you shared your Nintendo account with somebody, that they do that. But let's say millions of accounts suddenly get banned because they have friends and they share things with friends. That would be a massive negative story that would end up getting tens of thousands of views. And it's not a kind of story I want to post, but we have to cover it, right? So that would be an example of a really bad negative story for Nintendo that would indeed get a lot of views. Would it get a lot of new subscribers? That I don't know, but it would get a lot of views. So it is what it is. You gotta take the good with the bad. Thankfully, Nintendo's never done anything quite that wild, but you know, there's been negative stories about Nintendo, and we cover them as they come up, and they usually all perform really well. But I'd rather have positive stories perform well. That's why all that hype lead up for Tears of the Kingdom, watching all those videos get 50, 60, 70, sometimes 100,000 plus views. That was awesome, because that was like mostly positive stuff getting lots and lots of views. That was great. Watching my last 3 videos, you know, all perform pretty well compared to what I've been getting lately, and helping turn around subscriber growth, you know, getting 19,000 views, 20,000 views. The one yesterday right now is at 13,000 views and still growing. Like, those are all positive stories about Nintendo's next system. So watching, you know, really good views on that. But again, those aren't getting the 60, 70, 80,000 views either. So, you know. Yeah, negativity obviously sells pretty well in the news space, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I want to be a positive news channel that isn't afraid to cover the negative stories, but doesn't base it around it. I would say there are plenty of YouTube channels out there that see a lot of success with negative stories. I would argue 2 in particular come to mind when I think, man, what channels rely a lot on negative news, negative video game news, but are really popular and get a lot of views. Rich from Review Tech USA. I mean, clearly RTU, their highest viewed videos are all negative news. And then Yang Ya or Yang Ye, I don't know. However, I think it's Yang Ya. That guy too. Like, all his videos are negative industry news. But it works, and they get a lot of views. So I want to make it on YouTube as someone who's focused more on the positive side. Well, we'll see. I also think covering negative news so much can also affect your mental health, personally. So it's really, I just have a lot more fun covering positive stories. But I don't control the news, so like if there's a bunch of negative news, I'll give you an example. We sort of had a good but negative story yesterday, Red Dead Redemption. There was a lot of Nintendo YouTubers that took the negative angle on Red Dead Redemption coming to Switch. And that's totally fine. The criticism is deserved. It shouldn't be $50. It's missing content. They couldn't even bother to bump it to 60 FPS. It is not it's a ripoff, what they're doing with Red Dead Redemption on Switch. But if you noticed in my video when I covered it, I didn't present that negative angle. I just presented the news. So, and then we obviously speculated on if this could mean Red Dead Redemption 2 will come to the next Switch. You could argue that I'm not putting forth. I don't know. I presented all the information. I just didn't present it in a negative light, because I knew that a bunch of other people were gonna do it. We're gonna give you that negative angle on it. I'm like, you know what? I'm still happy the game's coming. Just to be completely honest, I'm still happy we're getting Red Dead Redemption. So I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'll save any negativity I want to put around the game for when it comes out. It reminds me of the GTA trilogy. I was really excited that we were getting the GTA trilogy on Switch. We actually bought the GTA trilogy. Yulia wanted to play it. And it was after it obviously arrived that we realized, holy crap, there is a problem. This is not good. And I presented that negative angle once that happened. So for like Red Dead, I'm just gonna wait for it to come out, and then if all of this stuff at the moment holds true at release, then I'm going to be like, okay, yeah, we need to mention that this isn't the sort of treatment we want from third-party companies. We don't want to be treated like second-class citizens and be overcharged for things, especially digitally. Look, I understand there might be a Switch tax with cartridges, but it definitely shouldn't be, anything egregious like it appears we might be getting here. So we'll see. And that's toxic positivity. How is it toxic positivity? I didn't present the Red Dead story as a positive. I just said it's happening. We're getting Red Dead Redemption, blah blah blah, and I just moved on. I didn't give an opinion to make it sound positive or negative. I just presented the news and I left it at that. I chose not to go with the, oh, this is bullshit, blah blah blah, get all ragey. I'm like, I'll save that for when it launches, because I firmly believe that whatever negativity you see now doesn't necessarily mean the game's going to launch that way. Things can change. Now, are things going to change in 9 days? Probably not. But it is possible it won't be as big of a mess as GTA Trilogy was. So that's just the way I am, though. I don't like to view everything that happens as a negative until it actually proves to be. Like, we had concerns about Scarlet and Violet's performance before it launched, but it really didn't become clear how bad it was until the game actually launched. So like, that's when it deserved the most backlash, is once it became very obvious how bad this really is. But again, if you're a channel that knows negativity gets views and you want to focus on that, yeah, you can rag on this game. You can probably make 3 videos ragging on this game and another 2 videos when it launches and another one again in October when it launches physically. Like, you could find lots of ways to milk the negativity. If I'm going to milk something, I want to milk positivity. Anyways, we got Pokemon Presents here in about 5 minutes. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not criticizing channels that do the negative take. I'm saying that's not me. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, Review Tech USA and Young are bad people. No. And a lot of the stuff they talk about needs to be called out. Whether it's bullshit happening with certain YouTubers or BS happening in the industry and the way that some companies are trying to screw over consumers, and Nintendo does the same thing sometimes. And I'm not saying that stuff doesn't deserve to be called out. And I call it out sometimes. I've called out Crunch. I've called out some of Nintendo's poor treatment of consumers. Heck, I've called out Nintendo for the way they were handling headsets. Remember before they supported Bluetooth headsets, the way that you had to, fundamentally, they wanted you to voice chat in like Splatoon, but then also get game audio in your headphones. You had to use a splitter that connects to your phone, but then also connects to your Switch. And of course, it can't be wireless because they didn't support it at the time. It was an absolutely ridiculous setup that is reminiscent of something from the 90s when you used to have to use headphone splitters in a damn portable CD player so you and a friend could listen to the same music. And even that was a simpler solution than what the hell we had to do with Switch. So like, that was, and if you have an iPhone, you got to have a damn dongle to turn your Lightning into a damn 3.5 millimeter jack. So then it just gets even more ridiculous. So I blasted Nintendo for some stuff over the years, but we also are here because we love the damn games. And dude, this has been one of the best era of Switch games ever. And I stand by that, because Switch has become officially my favorite system of all time because of the library. This library is insane. And hopefully, we're going to see a brand new Pokemon game today. Adding to it. Dongle's a funny word. It is a funny word, but that's what it is. And now that I use a Mac, dude, I know all about dongles, man. I live in Dongle City. I don't have any for my phone, ironically, but I got a ton of dongles for my Mac. It's really funny, the world that we live in. But actually, dongles are becoming popular on PCs too, because a lot of like this is a the laptop I use here just to read chat. This is a Windows laptop, and a lot of laptops today are going all to USB-C ports, which is leading to a lot of dongles. Dongle City sounds like a dirty VHS. Yeah, it is what it is. So does X videos, and that's what Twitter videos are now called. Whenever, oh yeah, that was one negative take that we still had some fun with. Well, I will argue we did take advantage of that one a bit. The whole Tears of the Kingdom is DLC stuff. But we were fighting against the Tears of the Kingdom is DLC stuff. But that was a negative take that we definitely milked a little bit. Let's get this Pokemon Presents up here because it's almost time. I'm gonna shut off my background music because we don't want anything interrupting. We got 60 seconds, it says here. So we'll full screen this. I can't, it's a premiere, so I literally can't full screen this until it's up. And we're gonna, in fact, because it's a premiere, there might be a premiere countdown, so I'm gonna bring the volume on the stream down a bit. Not me, but the other thing. So it doesn't blow our ears out. How many new subs have I gained so far? Over the last 2 days? Well, I mean, it's all relative because you're going to lose subs every day as a YouTuber because you'll have accounts get deleted. You'll have people just decide, oh, I don't like your news anymore, so I'll unsubscribe because, it's whatever. But to put it this way, we were at 327 subscribers in syncing as of 3 days ago. And I'm talking about 131,327. Now we're at 131,466 3 days later. So we literally turned around our negative sub growth for the last 2 months. So we're going to keep it going by staying off camera on videos and telling you to ring-a-ling that ding-a-ling. I can't remember where I first heard that. By the way, I'm well aware of what popular YouTuber uses that term. It's Austin Evans. But at least that's the only one I know that uses it. But I actually first heard that term when I was a kid. It was like some parent or like grandparents or something that yelled that I'm ring-a-ling and the ding-a-ling. So that terminology's been in my head most of my life. Here we go. Yep. Oh, I knew that was going to be loud. Turn off closed caption here. Unless you guys want me to turn closed caption, no, we're going to keep it off. Yeah, we're going to keep that turned on. YouTube's premiere music is super loud. I wish they had a better way that it faded in when you went live. But I'll raise the volume when the official thing gets going here. It's not that loud. Yeah, it would be. Here, fine. It's not that loud. Yeah, it wasn't that loud because I turned it down. Yeah, so it's still loud for me, but I turned it down for you guys. All right, here we go. Yeah, I know it's loud on purpose because it's supposed to remind you. Pikachu. All right, here we go. Give us something good.
Hello, everyone. I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company.
And it's at full volume, guys. I can't make it louder.
We'll be sharing information about several
is
Pokemon
YouTube at full volume?
Including the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. First of all, the weekend of the 2023 Pokemon World Championships is nearly upon us at last. And we hope you'll enjoy this video.
Hello, Pokemon trainers. I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International. We're thrilled.
The
to bring
Pokemon
World
streams are always so
Championships to
quiet.
Yokohama, Japan for the first time ever.
I don't know why.
In just a few days, over 1,000 trainers from all around the globe will make the journey to compete for the title of World Champion across the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet video games, the Pokemon Trading Card Game, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Unite. These new World Champions will walk home with the exclusive Champions line of product for this year. To honor the season-long accomplishment of making it to the World Championships, every competitor will also receive a special welcome kit.
Nice. They didn't do any of that when I was a kid for Worlds.
Card in this kit has been
I almost went to Worlds in the trading card game.
Unique artwork themed after each year's
I qualified for Nationals and I made it to the semifinals.
We will debut a new promo card, Paradise Resort. Competitors will also get the coveted World's Pikachu plush, based on this year's celebratory Yokohama artwork. For those who aren't competing, the world's Pikachu plush, along with other exclusive items, will also be available at the largest Pokemon Center World store ever. From August 11th to 13th, as top trainers compete together in Yokohama, we invite the rest of our global community to celebrate Pokemon together at home and tune into our live broadcast for the event. Now, let me hand it off to our Japan project lead, Rikia, to share the exciting World Celebration events happening around Yokohama Minato Mirai beginning today.
Thanks, Chris. Rikia Watanabe here from the Pokemon
There's
Company.
so much color on screen right now.
To celebrate the Pokemon World Championships 2023,
I can't make it louder, guys. The Pokemon streams are always low volume. I don't know why.
We're collaborating with various facilities in Yokohama so that visitors can experience the atmosphere and Pokemon of each region in the Pokemon world. And you'll find plenty of photo ops set up for you, along with great artwork around Sakura Gicho Station and Minatomerai Station to celebrate the World Championships. Additionally, we'll have a specially equipped luxury cruise ship docked at the quay for you to enjoy during the competition period. From August 11th to 13th, stop on by the Pokemon Trainer Cruise. There are many spaces on board where Pokemon trainers from around the world can gather and mingle to enjoy some casual trading and battling with their Nintendo Switch consoles.
Dude, if you're a huge Pokemon fan, this looks like a fun event, man.
And there are many more events being held, including Pikachu parades. We hope you'll enjoy a fantastic summer together with Pokemon in Yokohama Minatomerai. For more details, please visit the special events website. Finally, I think Chris and I would both like to say,
Otanoshimi!
We actually have one more video related to the 2023 Pokemon World Championships to share with you.
Hi, I'm Andy Ghost from the Pokemon Company International. We're thrilled to bring the Pokemon world together for the premiere of our newest short animated series, Pokemon Path to the Peak, at the Pacifico Yokohama on August 11th, alongside the Pokemon World Championships. Pokemon Path to the Peak is a tale that brings the Pokemon trading card game to life as you've never seen before. Set in the compelling world of competitive Pokemon trading card game play, it's the story of our hero Ava, who discovers her natural talent alongside her partner.
Oh, I like this art direction. Whoa.
With the support of family, community, and newfound friends, she sets her goal to rise to the very top.
We're not going to see anything in motion,
Here's a
are we?
sneak peek.
Oh, yes, we are. Let's go.
I know it's tough moving to a new place, but think of it as a new start. Try new things, make new friends, and eventually, you'll find your place.
Challenge accepted! Welcome
Dude.
to the Pokemon Club!
You all play
I
together?
like this.
That's awesome!
I know, right?
So the new girl can play. But how would you do in a real competition with championship points on the line?
That looks good. I usually get excited for like the animated stuff anymore,
Look
but
out
that
for
was
Pokemon Path to the Peak. Episode 1
I like
will
that.
also be available globally on YouTube August 11th. We can't wait for you and all your friends and family to join us on the journey.
yeah, coming soon 2025.
The
That's pretty
first
typical
ever
for
Pokemon
Pokemon.
World Championships to be hosted in Japan is nearly upon us. We hope everyone is looking forward to it as much as we are. Next up, we have the latest on the return of that tough-talking Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu 2. Let's go. First
The
switch.
name's Pikachu, and I'm what you might call a great detective. I live and work here in Rhyme City, where humans and Pokemon live side by side. Everyone loves it here, and not just because the coffee's outstanding. When I'm not busy solving cases that crop up, I'm looking for leads on my missing partner, Harry. And it's no walk in the park, let me tell you. You want to know more about me? All right. I guess I can open up a little. First, here's Tim. He's my partner. at the
Tim
moment.
Goodman.
For some reason, Tim
Reminds
can
me of Saul
understand what I'm
Goodman.
saying, even though he's human. And this guy right here is Harry. He's Tim's dad, if you can believe it. Then we got Tim's mom, Irene, and his little sister, Sophia. There's also Rachel, who goes to college with Tim. Well, speaking of Rachel, her dad, Howard, he's actually the mayor of Rhyme City. And I barely scratched the surface of all the interesting characters around here.
That Pokemon's always look funny to me.
Let me give you the gist of what me and Tim do. Whenever an incident occurs, Tim talks to the people, I talk to the Pokemon, and we work together using our case notebook to deduce what happened. When investigating a scene, we're total pros at finding everything, but even pros gotta take it easy every so often. You can count on us to solve even the toughest cases in a flash. Oh, right! Sometimes other Pokemon help us with our investigations.
Growlithe.
Take Growlithe, for instance. She can track down suspects with her sensitive nose.
Nice.
And Darmanitan here packs a pulverizing punch. All kinds of Pokemon lend us a hand. Oh, how could I forget the Hi Hat Cafe? It's a famous coffee house in Rhyme City, and I'm their best customer. Oh, that first cup in the morning really hits the spot. Looks like trouble's brewing. We just can't catch a break. Seems like another big mystery is
As a fan
unfolding
of the
in
original
city.
Detective Pikachu,
Just wanna
I am
find
looking
Harry
forward to this.
already. If you want to know what happens, you gotta wait.
I know people always
6th,
rag on the
okay?
visuals, but I'm just gonna be honest.
Why that day?
Pokemon
It's
never
obvious.
is a visual
That's the
feast
release
outside
date
of
for
like
Detective Pikachu Return.
Pokemon Snap.
Let's solve some
I'm just
mysteries
being honest. All the Pokemon games look rough.
Gruff, tough talking, powered by coffee. The self-described Great Detective Pikachu works together with his partner, Tim, to solve cases around town. Detective Pikachu Returns for Nintendo Switch systems is now available for pre-order.
Yeah,
on
because he said it
Nintendo
rough.
eShop and at
He meant it in a
participating
different
retailers
context.
and online stores.
October, maybe.
We hope you check it out and uncover for yourself the truth behind the strange cases these two must tackle. Next, we have a number of announcements and updates
Still
to
have
share with you.
25. Wait, no. 25 minutes. Yeah. Pokemon Horizons, the series. Dun-dun-dun. I don't really watch the TV series anymore, so this sort of stuff doesn't like do it for me. But
This year,
Pokemon
Go
Go.
is once again holding multiple Pokemon Go Fest events. The locations for 2023 include London, Osaka, and coming next weekend, New York City. On August 26th and 27th, we will also be holding Pokemon Go Fest 2023 Global, a digital event that can be enjoyed from anywhere. In this year's Pokemon Go Fest, Diancie will appear for the first time ever. Diancie can Mega Evolve into Mega Diancie 2. And Mega Rayquaza will also be appearing in raids. This celebration of Pokemon Go comes only once a year, so we hope you can all join in.
Pokemon Go?
and
No,
one more
it ain't close to dead. It's still one of the most popular apps on phones today. It's literally a top 10 most popular app on phones today. Still, Pokemon Go. It's massive. I still see people playing it when I'm out. It's crazy. Want some new merch. The Pokemon Go merch?
Beginning in September, Pokemon first discovered in the Paldea region will be appearing in Pokemon Go.
Okay.
Suit up for
Well, they made
adventure
the
and
emphasis
head
on
out
the shoes. I was
Pokemon
like,
from every region.
They just meant more
Kanto to
Pokemon Go
Paldea.
walking.
Pokemon Go Fest, the 2023 Pokemon World Championships, and more Pokemon making their Pokemon Go debut. As we continue through Pokemon Go,
Still feel like they're trying to sell me
your
shoes.
adventures will only continue to expand with the entire world as your stage. Pokemon Unite recently celebrated its 2nd anniversary. Allow us to introduce some current events. First is a new type of battle, Panic Parade. With the help of your teammates, protect Tinkaton from an onslaught of wild Pokemon.
It's Pokemon Unite, right?
Plus, the legendary Pokemon Mewtwo joins the fray.
I don't really play it. I tried it out. I'm not really into these kind of games like these ones and like League of Legends and stuff. It's just not my kind of game, but
Quick succession.
a lot of people love
Players
these kind of
can
games, so.
act relentlessly. Players can obtain Unite License X Mewtwo via an event happening now. And starting August 17th, you'll also be able to get Unite License Y Mewtwo, which allows Mewtwo to Mega Evolve into Mega Mewtwo Y. As Mega Mewtwo Y, you'll be
I guess
able to
that makes
battle
3
different
genres
Mega
of games that I'm
Mewtwo
really
X.
not that into.
Pokemon
Now that I
Unite will
remember.
continue to
Like, this was
evolve
that other
with
genre that
the
I always
30th anniversary.
thought I would be
Please
really
look
into,
forward
but
to
I'm just
more
not.
Pokemon
I've
joining the
tried
fray. The
so many different
2023
types,
World
and I just can't get into them.
Prediction event is also underway. All players can participate, so join in the
But I
fun
understand the
and
appeal of
this
them.
year's
But
World
it's just-
Championships. And after
just
this
doesn't work
broadcast
for me.
ends,
And that's
we'll be
alright.
gifting powerful Platinum Boost emblems, as well as limited licenses for both Mew and Mewtwo to everyone who enters our special gift code in Pokemon Unite. Plus, we're also holding a 2nd anniversary prize machine event. This is a great chance to get popular holoware for Pokemon like Pikachu and Cinderace. Please join us in celebrating Pokemon Unite's 2nd anniversary.
Oh, they're saving the DLC for the end. That's my guess.
Pokemon
Oh,
battling. It's so much better.
maybe not.
So much more fun than I ever even knew.
We get the DLC now?
Let's have us a fruitful battle.
At last, our first sync pair from the Paldea region. It's Nemona and Pawmot. Nemona will make her debut in a new story event coming soon. We hope you'll enjoy
Plus one
seeing her
Masters
interact
EX.
with trainers from other regions. Nemona and Pawmot are a special sync pair with the new Sprint Roll. Sync pairs with the Sprint Roll excel at attacking quickly. By introducing new roles like this one, battles in Pokemon Masters EX will keep on evolving.
Yeah, I bet you they're saving the DLC for the end. That's gonna be like the big thing. But could be wrong. We still have a long ways to go. Still 20 minutes. So who the hell knows?
And beginning August 9th, another special event will be held to celebrate Nemona's
I told you guys what they do in Pokemon Presents. They literally talk about everything happening in Pokemon. So,
Plus, starting August 16th, Victor and Spectrier will appear. They're a sync pair with the new Field Roll, which excels at field effects. Anyone who completes this event can team up with them. And to celebrate this Pokemon Presents, you can claim a gift of 3,000 gems after this presentation ends.
3,000
There are
gems.
plenty more events in the works.
Fine, I'll play Masters again. It's not a bad game.
So stay tuned.
It's fine. You know, I've probably put like a dozen hours in, and that's about as far as I went, but it's fine.
Pokemon Cafe Remix.
Oh, okay.
What's this? The newest dish at the cafe is
I was gonna be like,
sushi? No,
I
wait,
forgot
it's
about
the
Cafe
movie
Remix.
Pokemon Tatsugiri, now visiting the cafe in Pokemon Cafe Remix. Serve up some delight to curly form Tatsugiri, droopy form Tatsugiri, and stretchy form Tatsugiri with some of your best
Stretchy form.
Progress through the event, and you'll be able to choose one of
Stretchy
these three
form.
to join your
Sorry.
staff. You just have to decide which Tatsugiri you like most.
Remember, Nate, there's children watching.
Plus, to celebrate this Pokemon Presents, we're also giving away a special Summer Fun Jigglypuff. And beginning today, 5-star chef Tropical Vaporeon is now available in deliveries. Plus, Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley are also being featured again in deliveries. Celebrate all this good news with a bonus 11 times express delivery. Available
11 times!
using in-game currency. Play Pokemon Cafe Remix on Nintendo Switch or your mobile device and discover what new Pokemon.
I remember trying this game when it came out, and I'm like, oh, it's one of those. Get all the thing, put it all. Pass. Yo, here we go. Release date.
The world of the Pokemon TCG in
Shadow drop it today.
Pokemon trading card game.
Come on, baby.
Only on Game Boy Color when it comes to
Come
Game
on.
Boy, Nintendo Switch
Drop this
Online.
today.
As the main character, you'll search for the.
I legit might play this
and
today on
battle all
NSO.
sorts
Come
of
on.
trainers using your own cards.
Drop it today.
Win battles against strong opponents and try to build the ultimate deck. And we have even more good news.
Stadium 2.
Pokemon Stadium 2 will also be appearing on Nintendo 64 and Nintendo Switch Online. Go head to head with the
That announcer voice I remember so well.
Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver. Several mini games will also be available. You can play Eager Eevee,
See, I'm hearing words will, which makes me sound like it's not going to be today, but at least give me a date.
Furret's Frolic, and more.
Give me a date.
With up to 3 of your friends. The 2 titles you see here will be available shortly after this presentation.
Yeah! Shadow drop today. Let's go.
Pokemon Sleep, a game that makes waking up something to look forward to.
Oh, hell
was
yeah.
released last
All right,
month.
I'm good. No matter what they do in this, I'm good. I'm getting the
When you track
Pokemon
your sleep,
TCG today.
your results will
Dude,
be
I
on which
legitimately might
styles
play
you'll
that
find
like
Pokemon
today.
sleeping in.
I loved that so
You may
much when
find
I was a kid.
Pokemon
I'm
with
so
rare
glad that's
sleep
back.
styles. So try to rest your very best and study the many sleep styles waiting to be discovered.
Lower my volume. Hey, they
We're
need
also
to increase
preparing
their
a Good
volume.
Sleep Day in-game event for the night of the full moon, in case some people struggle to get enough sleep that night. With the hope you can get enough sleep, even on such nights, we're powering up Drowsy Power on good sleep days so you can meet even more Pokemon.
Okay.
Try to get your very best rest together with Pokemon Sleep.
Why did they wait so long? That was a really long wait before they talked.
And next, we turn
We're
to
not
the
trying to
latest
sleep
updates
right
about
now.
the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games.
Okay.
The newest games in the core
Here we go.
Pokemon series
DLC.
released in November last year. Please have a look at this video.
All right, here we go. Here's our DLC news. They're doing 15 minutes of DLC? Or what are we doing? Something I won't let go of. Something that doesn't change. Something I never expected. Now, take a deep breath and step out into the world. Pokemon Paldean wins. I was supposed to say Wilds. September 6th,
We
an
will
event.
release an online original animated series
Okay,
set in the
animated
Paldea
series.
region.
So it's not the
The
DLC.
name of the series is Pokemon Paldean Wins. This original story will depict
Alright.
the youthful drama of several academy students as they come into their own, growing and learning as
Yeah,
they
I thought it was going to be the DLC.
You'll
It's just
also
a
be
new
excited
animated
to see
series.
Paldea brought to life in this animated series. We have another Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet video to share with you all.
Oh, no, is this the DLC now? This has got to be DLC now, right? Oh, yeah. Mewtwo. Here we go. Let's go, Mewtwo. Show him what's up. Mew. Okay. Get Mew and Mewtwo. That was not on screen very long.
We'll be holding an event called Get Mew and Mewtwo. Add Mew to your team and challenge a Mewtwo with the mightiest mark. The mythical Pokemon Mew and the legendary Pokemon Mewtwo.
Okay,
These
challenge.
two
Yeah, okay.
longtime rivals are
So it's going to be a
fierce
free
battles
edition
to
of the game.
Paldea.
Okay.
Starting right now, you can add Mew to your team by entering this password in the mystery gift menu in your game.
Oh, it's Get Your
Each
Mew.
Mew's Terra type,
Okay.
nature, and moves will differ.
I was about to say, I screenshot this. I got it. Get Your Mew.
Enjoy
Might be a
adventure
0
in the
instead of an
Paldea
L.
region with a Mew that's all your own. Meanwhile, the legendary Pokemon Mewtwo will be appearing in a special Terra Raid battle event.
September 1st through the 17th.
Emerge victorious in this battle, and you'll be able to catch a Mewtwo with the mightiest mark. If you challenge Mewtwo with Mew at your side, be ready for something special. We'll also hold a number of other Terra Raid battle events that'll help you challenge Mewtwo. Train with your Mew and work together with your allies to take on Mewtwo. This event is slated to begin on September 1st. We hope you'll take part in these events.
Okay. Yeah, they're clearly just doing Scarlet and Violet all the way to the end.
Finally, we'd like to share some updates about the DLC coming for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet,
Here we go.
titled The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero.
We're getting a date. I hope we get a date, at least for the first one. What's up with all the hair in front of the nose stuff? I mean, I guess it's a style. What? Okay. I might like the indigo disc part of this DLC better. Just visually. Fight Pokemon in the Thunderdome. There we go. Dude, those caves are looking shiny. I don't remember them looking that shiny in the base game. Is that just me? Or do the rock formations in the caves just look maybe even overly shiny, like they're wet or something? I just don't remember it looking that way in the original game. It looks good. They didn't really explain much. They just showed a lot, which is fine.
An old folktale passed down in the land of Kitakami. Pokemon trainers waiting to battle you at Blueberry Academy.
Blueberry.
Area Zero's hidden treasure. Let's take a closer look at what we just saw.
The DLC for Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet, the hidden treasure of Area Zero. Your adventures will extend beyond the Paldea region as you explore new places. Part 1, the Teal Mask.
Are we about to rewatch the same trailer, but now they explain it?
Supervised by Briar,
No, okay,
one of the
all right.
teachers
It's
of
a little
Blueberry
different.
Academy. You'll take part in this year's joint school trip.
This is what I thought the trailer was going to be originally.
Proud Mountain stands tall. People live at the base of the mountain and grow apples in sprawling orchards. Rice paddies stretch across the land, and time passes slowly amid an abundance of nature.
Okay.
In the land of Kitakami, you'll meet a wide variety of Pokemon species that can't be found in Paldea. You'll also meet 2 siblings who study at Blueberry Academy. The strong-willed Carmine and her younger brother, the meek and gentle Kieran. In battle, Kieran uses a new evolution of Applin. Meet Diplin, a Pokemon that looks a lot like a candy apple. You'll set out on a tour of Kitakami to learn all about a folktale passed down in this land. This folktale tells of Pokemon who once saved Kitakami from an evil ogre. Okidogi, Monkey-Dory, and Pheasantipity. These Pokemon are known as the Loyal Three, and they're hailed as heroes. In the land of Kitakami, inspired by the tale of the Loyal Three and the Ogre, the Festival of Masks is held each year, and the village bustles with people and stalls. What mystery could lie behind this old folktale? We hope you'll all dive in and find out for yourselves. A traveling photographer is also visiting the village. Meet Perrin. It seems she's here in search of a certain Pokemon. Take pictures of Pokemon alongside Perrin and help her with her mission. In the Ogre Oustin minigame, you can pop Ogre balloons and try for a high score. As a reward, you'll get Mochi, which can help your Pokemon grow strong. You can use Mochi to increase base points for your Pokemon's stats. A fresh start Mochi can even reset a Pokemon's base points, so you can train your favorite Pokemon just the way you like. And that's not all. You'll be getting the new Roto Stick too. Take photos with wider angles using the Roto Stick. Try out new poses and give your snapshots more variety. Enjoy your school trip amid the beautiful land of Kitakami. Part 2, the Indigo Disc. Director Cyrano of Blueberry Academy, your academy's sister school, will invite you to visit as an exchange student. This is Blueberry Academy, where your story will unfold. Amazingly enough, this newly built school lies mostly underwater. In the terrarium located within the school, you'll find the subtropical savanna biome, the lush coastal biome, the rough and rugged canyon biome, and the freezing polar biome. A total of 4 artificially created areas. Each of these areas is home to many different Pokemon. You'll get to know the students of this academy, take on new classes, and experience a student life that's a bit different from what you're used to. The Academy students often engage each other in battle, and they formed a group called the BB League. At the top of this league stand the Elite Four. there's the level-headed student Lacey, the fiery, battle-loving cook Crispin, the taciturn and cool-headed Amaris, and Drayton, whose laid-back attitude belies his impressive battle skills. His partner, Archaludon, is a new Pokemon that evolves from Duraludon. These fierce trainers are all waiting to be challenged.
Sorry about
To battle
stepping
them,
aside.
You'll first need to take on their elite trials.
Had to do some parental duties.
Apparently, one of these trials even lets your Koraidon or Miraidon fly around temporarily. Perhaps this latent power will be fully unlocked someday. One of the extracurricular activities at Blueberry Academy is the League Club. It even has its own club room, which you can redecorate as you please. In this room, you can find new ways to have fun, such as by changing up your Pokeball throwing style.
I mean, changing your
At one
Pokeball
point
throwing
during
style
your
is kind of
studies
cool.
here, you'll be able to invite trainers from Paldea to be your special instructors. You can spend time with these trainers to get to know them better and battle them too. Finally, your adventure will lead you back to Paldea. What could the hidden treasure of Area Zero possibly be? That was Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet's DLC, The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero. We hope you look forward to adventuring beyond Paldea's borders.
Okay, that's probably it.
What did you think? We now have the release date for Part 1, the TLS.
They just did a really long feature on the
Please
DLC.
watch for future announcements for more news on Part 2, the Indigo Disc. We hope you look forward to adventuring in the land of Kitakami and the new encounters awaiting you there. That's all for today's presentation.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you for tuning in.
Okay. Well. Alrighty then. That was a thing that happened. I would say overall probably a pretty boring Pokemon Presents. For me, at least. But I did get my one announcement I wanted was the trading card game dropping today. And then as a bonus, Pokemon Stadium 2 is also dropping today. So those were like really exciting announcements for me. Obviously, we knew that we were going to spend a pretty good chunk on the Pokemon DLC and all of that for Scarlet and Violet. And it looks fine. Like there's nothing that looks egregious about the DLC. But, you know, a lot of people have a hard time getting really excited for those games when they still haven't addressed the elephant in the room, right? With the performance patch that even Nintendo said was going to be coming and it still hasn't come out. So there's still sort of that elephant in the room of, hey, you haven't really addressed the main problems with the games before you drop this DLC. And it doesn't look like the DLC is addressing it. But the DLC looks good. The character designs look really good. The Pokemon obviously look fantastic. And I might try the DLC. We'll see. I haven't pre-purchased it. I haven't made a decision on it. I'm going to kind of wait and see when it comes out and what people are thinking. But we knew they were going to do that. It's just, you hear 35-minute Pokemon Presents, and you sort of hope that they're going to announce a new game. Didn't happen. It is what it is. Cool. Now we wait for Nintendo Direct, right? Like Nintendo Direct is happening next month. Hopefully we get some new game announcements there. Hopefully maybe we see more of the Peach game. Maybe we see a Donkey Kong. Maybe we see Metroid Prime 4. So hopefully we see some stuff at the Direct. But even like disappointing Nintendo Directs always have new game announcements. So, but this one was just, it just kind of happened. And then I don't know why it was 35 minutes. To me personally, some of the things they did in this Presents, it almost felt like they did it in order to make it 35 minutes. I'll say this, for the DLC for the game, do we really need a silent trailer with like light music followed by another trailer where they actually explain what's happening? I think they could have just went with the other trailer where they just explain what's happening and we can ignore it. There was also a lot of times in this Pokemon Presents, and I don't know if anyone else noticed this, there was a lot of awkward pauses where it felt like they were just waiting for 5 to 10 seconds, saying nothing. And it was just silence. And it was just an image on screen that we didn't need to be on screen for that long. It was very weird. So a lot of aspects of how they put this together really felt like they were just trying to stretch it to 35 rather than needing 35 minutes. You know, that's one thing about Nintendo Directs I usually give a lot of credit is I never feel like they're stretching a Nintendo Direct to hit a certain time, because even a poor Nintendo Direct still has a lot of content in it. It just might have a lot more indie games or a lot more third party, or maybe they don't have those big exciting announcements you want, but there's always a lot of content. And so they fill out that Nintendo Direct time. It always feels like they needed that time in the Direct to actually talk about all the games that they had. Whereas here, I felt like they could have did all this in 15 minutes. I don't really feel like this needed to be a 35-minute presents. I feel like if they just did a 15-minute and they had all the same news in there, it would have been just fine. They spent way too much time going over Worlds, and they like reiterated stuff with Worlds over and over and over again that they didn't need to reiterate. They literally could have just been like, hey, we have a bunch of news on Worlds, rapid fire, give it a couple minutes, and then be, hey, for more information, go check out our website or whatever. And you could have gave additional details there, because honestly, Worlds is really only going to matter to the people going to Worlds. And reality is a vast majority of people who play Pokemon aren't going to Worlds. Like you gotta recognize audience. Yeah, have the announcement in there, but most of us aren't going to Worlds, right? Oh, if you're part of Worlds, you get okay, that's cool. 99.9% of us did not qualify for Worlds. We're not going to get all that cool exclusive Worlds merchandise. Why are you showing off this merchandise we can't buy? It makes no sense. Oh, if you qualify for Worlds, you're going to get a care package. Oh, cool. Well, you know what? Most of your audience watching a Pokemon Presents did not qualify for Worlds, and this is irrelevant news to us. Like, that's the sort of news that you put as an extra on the Worlds website, right? So like they just went over a lot of stuff in a format that just felt like a time-wasting format rather than a good use of time format, if that makes sense. And I guess, should I be surprised? I mean, the Pokemon Company doesn't always make the best use of our time in these events. This is probably, in my opinion, one of the worst Pokemon Presents we've had in a long time. Not because there wasn't good content, but because they made this way longer than it needed to be to go through it all. If they had just jammed this all into a 15-minute Presents, I feel like my feeling on this would be much better. It just felt like this was 20 minutes longer than it needed to be. But that's my opinion. I'm going to read you guys in the chat. David Main says he totally agrees. Vanessa said, yeah, I felt like they were just trying to raise time. Awkward pauses. Yeah, it looks like I'm not the only one that just kind of felt like they were just sort of extending this thing over and over and over again for no real reason. Let's see here. They had cut it down, it would have been more exciting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, pacing. Like, they just didn't understand. Here's the thing. They had enough in here to do a Pokemon Presents. There wasn't a lack of content. It's just there wasn't enough content to do 35 minutes. So if they had cut this down to 15, maybe 20 minutes max, and, you know, they pack it together and they change how they announce it a little bit, I could see where this would end as, hey, that was a really damn good Pokemon Presents. But unfortunately, because I felt like I was twiddling my thumbs with all the pauses and the repeated information and the information on things that don't even matter to most of the people playing Pokemon, because we can't do anything about that. Oh man, all this. Look, Pokemon Worlds is great, and I know they live stream stuff. That's cool, but why do we need to know about the exclusive merchandise people who actually qualified for Worlds get? That doesn't need to be in a Presents. It doesn't. That's the additional information you get on the official website. You don't need that in a Presents, because unless you were selling it. If you were selling that merchandise and we could purchase it, fine. But you're not. So it shouldn't be in the Presents. Like, someone needs to sit in a boardroom with them and let them know Presents is a worldwide thing you're doing. It's not focused just on the people for one thing. And because of that, you need to consider the worldwide audience when you're doing it. And if you want to bring up Pokemon Worlds, you bring up Pokemon Worlds to remind people of the date, remind people they can watch it live. Remember, they didn't even tell us that we could watch it live. I know we can watch Pokemon Worlds live, but they didn't even tell us we could. So they didn't even, in my opinion, properly go over that segment. All the mobile stuff was mostly fine, but there were still some awkward pauses with some of it that just didn't make any sense. I don't know. It is what it is. Bottom line is the Pokemon Company makes a lot of money. And people are going to watch all those TV shows. They're going to play all those games. They're going to buy the DLC in the many millions. And they're going to make bank. So they're probably going to view this Presents as a, hey, this was good because look at all the money we made. It is what it is. As awkward as it is, maybe that's just what the Pokemon Company is. They're just an awkward company. And we should just expect awkward Pokemon Presents. Let's see here. Also, not about the amount of shows they are producing. Like, can we get a good running game, please? Well, those are different teams. The people who make the shows have nothing to do with the games. So it doesn't matter how many shows they're producing because the game developers aren't making shows. So that's not... You can argue that maybe that's a bit tone deaf to have all these new shows but not address the main problem with the game. Especially having a show based on the game, but you haven't fixed the problems in the game. But again, those aren't the same teams. Like, the people who make the shows can't fix the game, so. I'm pissed I've been running behind this bullshit for more than 20 years. Yeah. It's just the way the Pokemon Company is. And it's the way they've always been, in my opinion anyways, is that it's always sort of been a hodgepodge of how they announce things. And they always feel a little tone deaf to the way they do it. But in the end, people seem to be happy enough to keep investing heavily in Pokemon. Look, I didn't get my Legends announcement today that I wanted, and that's fine, because I kind of think Legends is going to be a holiday game next year, so they're not going to announce that till next year anyways, probably at the Pokemon stuff in February that they do every year. But yeah, it's at least the Pokemon thing they do every February isn't like a Presents event. It's just a time that they announce a bunch of stuff, and I like that. That format doesn't bother me too much. But that's like the only time. Whenever there's Pokemon Presents any other time, it's like, it's kind of a shit show. Oh, well. Anyways, we have a Nintendo Direct coming up next month. Sorry that wasn't more exciting. I don't have any control over the events actually being good. See, look, I have negative takes sometimes too, guys. There it is. My negative take is, it wasn't a very good Presents and it was way too long. Let's see here. Monolith needs to help Pokemon on their next game. That probably won't happen. Do they not hear us? Yeah. What they hear are dollar signs, man. I mean, look, money talks. And when they're making billions and billions and billions every year, money talks. That's what they hear. They hear the sound of ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Actually, they probably don't hear the sound of cash registers. It's more like they hear the sound of the ding notification. What? Here's a digital fund deposit from another purchase of a game. That's what they hear. They hear, we're making lots of money, so what's the problem? But next year should be pretty exciting because I do believe we'll have a new Pokemon game announced next year in February. And that's like the next time I'll be really excited for a Pokemon event is potentially a Legends game, maybe something else being announced next February. But hey, we got a Nintendo Direct coming up. That should be a lot of fun. And that's gonna be it for our live reaction stream. I hope you guys at least had a good time chilling with me, if nothing else. You know, even if you felt like they wasted 35 minutes of your life. I don't know. Or at least 20 minutes of that felt wasted. But let's get into, I don't know. I gotta go make a video today because that was not good. Which is fine. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And we'll catch you in our next live stream. We'll probably be doing a live stream tonight. Probably only for a couple hours, but we'll see. We'll do a live stream tonight. Otherwise, I'll have a video, at least one video dropping later today with some news. I'll catch you guys later, guys. Bye.